Sinsun everyone, welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile, Fall of Oriath Beta. It's been a while since we've released a video, and I thought, I would give an update on how we're doing. Haven't gotten too far, really. I did a couple of the trials, and I figured, before we start continuing with our progression, which is basically where we left off last episode, at the Ridge, let's get our first, there's a waypoint here, excuse me? Whoa! Cool. Okay, so let's get our first labyrinth and get our first ascendancy. This might be a good idea, especially since... Oh, cool. Yeah, I feel like I need that next, bump in power. I'm feeling a little underpowered, so this might be a good way to go. I mean, at this point we're level 50, so we're pretty high level. This area is level 33. So the fight shouldn't be a problem. I'm not really worried there. I'm just hoping that, with our ascendancy we can just get a lot stronger. Maybe increase that clear speed a little bit. It's probably a good time to do it anyways. Typically I like to do it after Act 1. Or Act 1, I say. In Act 1 Cruel, that's typically when I decide to do my ascendancy. But in this case, we're halfway through Act 5, which is like Act 1. So I guess we're doing this, right? It's a point. Do I go this way? Do I want to go this way? I feel like going the other way might be faster. This feels like we're gonna have to go through an extra zone. So maybe try going this way instead. Obviously we don't have PoE lab open. I don't even know if it exists in the beta. But right now, just kind of casually playing through the beta. It's really fun, to be honest, but I've been slowing down a little bit, just because, I've gotten busier and the wipe is imminent, and I don't know if I can really push it that hard. I'm gonna try and get as far as I can, but at the same time, I really wanted to play, what is this? Oh, Dark Shrine. I really wanted to play the Mayhem League, and I'm thinking maybe I'll take that up, like a 2-week Mayhem League. I won't be able to play it as hardcore, but probably a standard one, just for fun, just to check it out. Not too sure if I'm going to record it, probably will, but I've already started a little bit. But it seems really fun, so I kind of want to give that a try. But not before, we actually, like, if I can get to Act 7, then I'll play Mayhem. If not, I'll keep going with this. Obviously, it's possible for me to do a little bit of both, but if I do that, I don't think I'll get far in either. So it's probably better that we try and get as far as we can. I really want to get to Act 7, and hopefully when we do, we can... Okay, what is this? There's so many levers and doors. I don't feel like I'm in the right place. As a matter of fact, I didn't even look at the map to check if... Oh, shoot. Okay, well, here's hoping. Oh, God. That's a lot of damage. Okay. This is fine. This is okay. Go this way. Okay, let's just hug the edges. Oh, thank God there's an exit here. And the trial's right here. Good. Good. This is excellent. So, with regards to the trials, honestly, for the normal lab trials, they weren't any different. The heck? Where do I go, though? Huh? Do I go here? Oh. The trials were the same. So Act 1 trial in Act 1, 2 trials in Act 2, 3 trials in Act 3. Apparently it's a little different, afterwards, obviously, since the trials aren't going to be in the same locations. So we're gonna have to see with that. But apparently you can access the second trial, like the second ascendancy is available, but the third one isn't available just yet. So I don't know how much defenses I have, but my assumption is, you know, if we can kill Kitava, we can probably... Oh my god. I forgot about the essences. Uh-oh. I'm quite sure he got buffed. I totally forgot about all that other stuff. I was like, oh, let's just kill Azaro. Let's not think about it. And we might pay the price. If he has too much damage, we're still going to die. You know, we don't have much HP. 1800? It's not great. Okay, well, let's keep going and just be hopeful that that Izaro didn't get buffed too much. I mean, a level 33 Izaro can't be that strong, right? Even if he got buffed? I mean, is that a fair assumption to make? I think it is. We'll have to see, though. Alright, so from what I've learned, you know, playing through the Labyrinth, all these leagues, is that if you just kind of go to the top left area, like, chances are you're gonna find the exit. So I'm going on that assumption, and I'm just gonna keep running in this general direction and hope that this is it. I think it is. There's only one exit. Okay, this is fine. Gem Cutter Strongbox. I mean, I'm not in any real need of certain gems. A superior gem is always good. But knockback, like, I don't care. Okay, so we want to try going in this direction. I mean, it's about time that we hit a golden door. So I'm just looking on the map, you know, to see signs of doors and stuff. I mean, this looks like a silver key room or something like that. Yeah, this is a silver chest room, so I don't want to be here. In fact, I probably want to be pretty far away from... What is this? Okay, I guess that's just a rogue exile. There's no real urgent need to pick any of these items up. Obviously, the item level is so low that, you know, we probably wouldn't get anything out of it. 6 sockets are still good, though, right? Obviously. For those of you... I mean, at this point, I'm assuming everyone knows, but 6 sockets, basically, when you sell them, you get 7 jewelers. So it's always good to pick up items that have 6 sockets, like this one here. Oh, Jesus. I mean, when there are this many traps, you have to think that you're probably going the right way, right? Okay, let's just follow this. That looks almost correct. That's right. Okay, keep going. There's only one exit, so you can't screw this up. Or can you? I don't know. Don't doubt Emnix's stupidity. Alright. Oh my goodness. I'm going the right way, right? See, this is the part where I'm kind of worried about. It's like, am I on the way to find a key, or am I on the way to find the exit? Because no, this is right. This is right. It has to be right. Aspirant's trial. So he's... Oh my god, you serious? So he's buff with those 3. I let him get buff with all 3 of those things? Okay, I have to remember to look at what these things are. So these are the conduits, and you hit it and he loses charges, right? Okay, so we'll get him low enough. And then we'll use the charge disruptor. Okay, now we use the disruptor. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try it again. Come on. You should be like half-life now. You still alive? No, he's dead. Okay, next. Which direction would we have to go? I'm guessing. Oh my god, there are Roombas everywhere. What's going on? What's with all these traps? Woo! Oh, there's a secret wall. I'm so confused right now. There's a locked door, so I can't get through there. Okay, let's try walking this way. Oh my god. Okay, I'm bleeding. Just hold on. Let's try going here. I think we're through. That was a little insane. I was getting, real confused. I think we're good now, though. So yeah, I mean, there isn't really too much going on right now. Personally and in the game. I've been trying to, work out a little bit more, trying, stay a little bit healthier. And as a result, actually, it's obviously, it's reduced the amount of free time I have. Spending a lot more time cooking, which I enjoy. I mean, if you guys are even semi-regular watchers, you would know that, the food is something that I talk about a lot, and just simply due to the fact that, I like food. Everyone likes food. Who doesn't like food? So, I mean, I've been trying to cook a lot more versus just going out to eat and everything. It's starting to get expensive. And just trying to eat healthier in general, But as a result, having to cook every day and, work out as well and all of that, and not be too tired to record, like it's been affecting me a little bit. And that's part of the reason why, I just haven't been able to play as much. Like, never mind recording, I just haven't been able to play too much. But we're gonna try and, maintain our... wrong way. We're gonna try and maintain our current course, try and get an episode out a day until maybe the release where we're gonna go back to 2 episodes. But for now, we're just gonna slug along. The Steam Summer Sale is out. For those of you who maybe were looking for a certain game, now would probably be a good chance to buy it. The sales aren't as nice as they were before. In the past year, well, before, as in like many years ago, before inflation, I suppose. But there were points where I remember getting games for like 70-80% off, and now a lot of the games that I'm interested in, it's like 50% off, and I'm like, not too interested in that. But I did pick up some stuff. I picked up Mountain Blade Warbands. I used to own that game, but I bought it off of like EB Games or something like that, so you have to use their stupid client to play, and oh my god, and I really disliked that. So I was like, you know what, forget it, I don't have it on Steam, let's try and get it on Steam. I went the wrong way. I don't even want to hit this Dark Shrine. Lead turns to gold. I don't even know what that means. Okay, well, let's keep going. I hope this Dark Shrine didn't screw our chances to kill Azaro. I don't think it has, but anyway, so I picked up Mountain Blade, only the Warbands. I didn't pick up the complete pack. I don't intend on playing those other versions, so only picked up that one. I really liked that game when I first played it, but someone was telling me, you should really try out the multiplayer aspects. But at the end of the day, I'm more of a single player kind of guy. I've come to that realization. Um, so I'm like, I got the game because I really wanted single player, and I'm really looking forward to that actually. So hopefully, I'll get some good gameplay out of it. Not sure if I'm gonna record that. That seems like a pretty long series to record, especially with all the things you can do in that game. But if you haven't checked out Mount and Blade, go check it out. Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, apparently it's gonna come out God knows when, but this year I think. Really looking forward to that. Definitely gonna try it out when it comes out. But other than that, I don't think I bought anything else. I got Tricky Towers, just to have like a nice couch co-op to play. But that's about it, I think. Nothing too crazy, At this point, I've gotten to the point where I own a lot of the games that I want, and anything else, I'm just like I'm not too interested in anymore. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, you should try this game," and I'm like, that just looks like a rehash of another game, and I already have that game. And honestly, I like that game, but it wasn't that great. So I find have like a lot of time my initial reaction is like that towards games now. So I'm just like, oh my god. And you know what? Path of Exile will still be my my true love. So it's hard to get away from that. Oh god. There's just no space to maneuver. Come on. I got you. I got you. We got 2 treasure keys too, which is excellent. Oh, do these traps disable? Oh, thank God. Thank you, GGG. That's like a really good update. Because previously, if you're here like getting loot, you still have to be wary of all the traps on the ground. Now you don't have to think about that too much. Okay. Let's pick up some of these armors. I mean, it could potentially be good. I can't drop this, excuse me. Okay, I want this. And I don't care about the swords. Let's go. Chests. Let's open them in a row. Maybe that'll be fun. Not much love there. But that's okay. I mean, that wasn't the important thing anyways. Are my gloves okay? I mean, they're decent. Strength, armor, life, physical damage, some resistance, sure. Attack with Word of Light when you take a critical strike. What is Word of Light? Word of Light deals a portion of your main hand damage in an area around you and creates consecrated ground, causing you and your allies to regenerate life. That's nice. Okay, now we get our Ascendancy. So, obviously there's only one choice. We're going to be the Ascendant. And then... let's see. So essentially, I only get to pick one Ascendancy in the beta, right? Because typically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 points would give you, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like 2 branches. But we only have 4 points, so we can only pick one. So what would I rather have? Would I rather have Slayer? Leech effects are not removed at full life. Increased damage against rare and unique enemies. So that's pretty good. Or would I want Trickster, which is more of a... regen. I think I'm gonna go for the Duelist Ascendancy. Try and get some of that reduced reflect damage taken. Increased damage. And I think that'll be pretty good. So I was thinking Slayer Trickster. Let's go for that. Apply. So this actually gives us a passive point. So we can use that point towards, I suppose, more dodge. That's going to be pretty good. Spell like acrobatics, phase acrobatics. I see nothing wrong with it. It's just straight, you know, a straight improvement to our character. So definitely we're going to pick that up. Did we get all that much damage, you know, with this ascendancy? Not really, but this does, you know, pave the way for our next one to be pretty good. So I guess I'm happy with that. Okay, let's just sell everything else. Let's see. Spell damage. Not interested. I need a lot more resistances. That's the thing. Like, that's what I'm looking for. No, this isn't much at all. Like, this ring gives me so many resistances. This one here. Why can't I find anything like that? How about the amulet? Strength, mana regen, cold resist. It's not better. But I might need it for now. It gives me a little bit more cold resist, which I kind of really need. So let's go with that. And this is a good time for me to get a sip of water because I kind of need that too. Excuse me. So, now that we have picked up our ascendancy, let's go back to Act 6. Back to the ridge. So we came from the Karuri Fortress, which is essentially the submerged passage, I believe. Oh, the wheel is back. And let's just keep progressing. We have, 10 minutes left on this episode. So I thought, why not? Now, if I can get, some gear upgrade, that would be great, Unfortunately, I still haven't... Like, I upgraded my bow. And I guess I have more damage now, but defensively, I'm still feeling pretty weak. I was really relying on the leech to take us over the top, but not having, that HP is pretty bad too. Like, right now, I know I'm getting a lot of dodge, which is effective HP. But I think I need a lot of base life as well. And our gear doesn't give too much life, which is a bit of a problem, I think. Or it's not helping, that's for sure. Things are, like, harder to kill. You know what, though? I feel like the density is a little bit smaller here. Like, Ledge used to have a lot of monsters, but... This doesn't feel... Whoa, this is creepy as hell. What? What is this? Okay, sure. But yeah, like, the ridge doesn't... Like, all these new names, it's confusing me, because I just don't remember it as such. I just remember the ridge as the ledge, And then... What was that? Karuri Fortress, the submerged passage. I can't remember it as anything else, but obviously that's changed now. We'll never go back to those days. I was about to say glory days, but I mean these are the glory days, right? Like, we have 10 acts. Remember the days when we just had 4 acts? Oh God, how did we ever survive? We had 4 acts and we have to run them 3 times? What? It's kind of nice that, things are a little changed now. At the very least, even if it feels repetitive, like the ridge is essentially the ledge. But at the very least, I feel like the leveling curve is smoothed out. Like, Cruel Ledge was much easier than this, I have to say. Like, much, much easier. With this update, you kind of, every act feels a little bit harder. But if that's the case, like, what's gonna happen in Act 10? Like, just how hard will the content get, right? That's the part I'm excited about, but I'm worried about as well. Because you can kind of feel it, like you know, in previous, or in our current version, in Cruel, it's like, or in normal Act 4 was really hard, and then Act 1 was easy again, Act 2 was like okay, and then Act 3 and Act 4 got hard again, and then same thing with Merciless, and then by the time you got to Act 4 Merciless, you're like, fuck this, I'm gonna go do maps, right? So now it's kind of like, okay, well, what if we need to do maps by the time we get to Act 10, which probably isn't the case, or I don't know, but just, I don't know, how hard will the content get? I wonder. Or even Act 9. Just how difficult is it? Alright. Alright. Sacrifice at noon. I mean, I don't feel strong, but at the same time, I don't feel that weak either, you know? So I think we're at a pretty good spot. And this is probably how it should be. You know, you shouldn't be feeling so overpowered halfway through the game that you're just like one-shotting everything, killing everything. But you shouldn't be so weak where it's like even white mobs can like wipe you if you get surrounded. Like that shouldn't... Well, unless he's really screwed up, I don't think that should be the case. You know, maybe if a pack of blues showed up. Actually, I don't know. I mean, where do you draw the line when it comes to difficulty? Is it okay to get like one-shotted by white mobs? Probably not. But if 6 or 7 of them surround you and they all attack you at once, is that okay? Maybe? Hard to say. I would never want, like, I wouldn't want to be on a balancing team, I think. I don't think I would make the right decisions. I would make awful decisions, to be honest. Like, you know how some streamers, they're like, play the game enough. And I play it quite a bit, but not as much as everyone else. And even if I played as much as them, you know, I don't think about it too much, so I don't think I'd be able to make the proper applications. But, you know, if I had to balance the game, like, I would make like awful decisions. Like, let's just make everything like one-shottable. Let's just make it so that there are like 1,000 enemies on the map, and it's kind of like Dynasty Warrior. Like, I don't know what I would do. Let's make everything a loot pinata. That's what people want, right? Loot. Let's get loot. More loot, double the loot. Honestly, like, I'd be better off balancing Diablo 3. I feel like that's more my style. I wouldn't know what to do, man. Oh, the game's too easy? Let's make it hard. Oh, the game's too hard? Let's just make it easier. And you get into this like infinite loop where like every league has a meta of like, ah, the shit's too hard. Ah, shit's too easy. Like, I don't envy being in GGG's position. You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, they have no idea what they're doing. They don't even test their own games. But at this point, there's just so many variables in this game. Like, what do you go for, you know? It's hard. It really is. Alright. Now, while we were talking about that, somehow ended up killing a boss on the ridge, who I just kind of wheel boss, who was using Blade Vortex. I mean, he was okay. He wasn't that strong. And yet, we're still not at the end. And bigger question is, where the hell is Kudoku? Right? Like, where do you go? If that wheel guy was the boss, that means Kotoku isn't around anymore. Is that a fair assumption to make? I think so. Yeah, like, what? Huh. And not only that, the layout of the ridge is weird. Let's try exploring this area some more. Maybe we'll find something interesting. No, I don't think there's anything else to explore. Okay, well, let's get out of here. Time to skedaddle. Lower prison. This is where we want to be. And this is probably where we're going to call the episode. We're at the 30-minute mark. Gonna try and play some more tomorrow, but thank you guys very much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, you could leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Soon.